Hi, this is Carl Catholic, and here we're going to talk about part 2, why Sola Scriptura is false. Just to review from the other one, uh, I gave some verses, I gave other things, but in revision, basically the Catholics believe in sacred scripture, but they also because they had no Bible, they had believed in sacred tradition because that's what you needed to have it. They had the scriptures, the Old Testament, but the New Testament's documents were starting to be compiled, and that happened around 417 AD. And that started with the Catholic Church. There was no Bible, because Protestants think the Bible was always there, but it had to be compiled, and it was with the Catholic Church. And Protestants, which is very good too, only believe in sacred scripture. There's no other authority. But there had to be an interpreter, because now in Protestantism there are over 30,000 different denominations because of this. I think in 1 Peter, he talks about that all scripture is, it can't be a personal interpretation, it has to be holy men moved of God. And that came back in the time of Christ, or after the time of Christ, with the apostles, where they had one voices like in Acts. And the other one I gave in Acts 8, I believe, and it's Philip talking to one of the Ethiopians to help him. They need an interpreter. The Bible is very good, but you need to have an interpreter, because in Protestantism there's different interpreters, and that's not the way it works. Also in Protestantism, they say that the Bible, they believe only sacred scripture, only Bible alone, sola scriptura. The Bible is self-sufficient. You have everything you need, because of that verse in 1 Timothy, the one that all scripture is, everything is necessary for reproof, for correction, and everything. Well, yeah, but it doesn't say we should go by that alone. So, and the example that it doesn't work, there is no unity in the Protestant churches. They only believe in certain things. But for sola scriptura to really stand out, it should be all Christian churches should be united, and they're not. So it fails. That theology doesn't work. So this is a background against the statement that the Bereans were noble, or other translations open-minded, than the Thessalonians. This contract is not between credulous Thessalonians who accepted whatever Paul said without evidence, and skeptical Bereans who demanded proof from Scripture. It was between hostile Thessalonians and Bereans who received the word with all eagerness, Acts 17:11. But this is no proof text for sola scriptura, because it just says they were just looking at the scriptures. It doesn't mean that we're checking everything every time. Paul's message did not include merely things found in the Old Testament scriptures. It included many new elements of the Christian faith. Okay, what the Bereans did was confirm the basic elements, that is his message, that Jesus fulfilled his messianic prophecy, and then proceeded to accept all new unwritten teachings that were part, like the baptism, the Eucharist, the inclusion of the Gentiles, and God's people without circumcision. Okay, in short, they accept the whole apostolic tradition. They had to. Okay, after confirming the core elements of the Christian message with Scripture. To follow their example, we should do the same. Okay, so the Berean concept, this is just like what the Protestants tried to build something like, you have to look at the Bible, it's the only Bible alone, but it's just something that you checked for some confirmation, because they like that. So again, this concludes. So if you have any questions, or you don't agree, but just be kind, and we can converse and help each other out. Okay, thank you.